You can get a flexible bit on there with a little end on it, and then it flexes with the tip. But I'm not going to do all that. You know, if these stair treads, these are 4x12s, if these stair treads only attached to here, to the stucco, and if this stringer wasn't here, that might be something different. You know, this stringer is really holding up lots of the weight. Okay, even though it broke off and it got water damage, but I'm going to fix it and run it up to the new one, put another joist hanger up in there, or those or these clips, these types of clips up here, get that all tied up. With all that, the weight of this and the weight of this stringer, once I get this stringer fixed and re-supported up here in line with that, that's going to take a little bit of weight, that's going to take a little bit of weight, and the screws and the stucco going into the OSB, that's going to take a little weight. So I'm okay with all those screws underneath the house, okay, without putting any blocks. But, and these, I'm pretty okay with this. I might end up trying to go to a different store. I went to Home Depot, I couldn't find them. Well, see, this one's going to be just as rusty. In fact, I think I'm going to put that on my list. I got a list going on my phone. See, this is all rusty too. It's not, obviously, a brand new one's going to be better than one that's rusty and 15 to 17 years old. Okay, so I'll measure those. And I might have to go to Lowe's and get them, or I may have to go to a lumber yard and actually get it. So I'll measure it and stuff, or I can take one with me. Incidentally, that stuff that I was throwing away over here, if you didn't take any pictures before you scraped it all up and threw it away, you could take some of that with you to the store, put it in a plastic baggie, and say, hey, what is this stuff? So you could do something like that too. See, here's the step that came out. See all that yellow stuff? That was all under here. If you haven't seen that video, watch it, because I show videos all from the beginning when this deck was kind of pushed in with the tiles, and I show taking the tiles out, taking the stuff underneath the tiles and the flooring and this, that, and the other thing, and getting to the point where I am now. I didn't just start this video series right here, okay? I started from the beginning, and you're going to see it until the end if you choose to keep watching these videos. I'm going to show you all the stuff I do in here. Don't worry. I'm going to show you everything, okay? So, anyways, I've thought about all that kind of stuff, and so that, you know, just by talking it through, I wasn't going to take this out. I'm going to now take this out and get a new one. Okay, put the new one in the same exact spot, which means I can put that block in there. That'll give me actually more holding power. I would still have enough holding power, I believe, by leaving this in just like this. Okay, or putting a new one and just putting new screws in through here through the existing OSB plywood, because I know that plywood is good. It's not dry rotted or anything like that, without putting any blocks back in there. But you know, I'm gonna have some new blocking material, and I might just do that anyways, just because I can, and because I can get behind this column. That will assure me that I'm never going to have any problem with this. But you know what? Either way. So that's that one. We'll see. We'll see exactly what I do with that. I just have to keep watching my videos. Okay? And so let's get back in here and follow this up just a little bit. I'm holding the tripod legs while I've got the camera continuing to go. Okay, so I feel pretty good about this area. Now my next step is to get back in here and treat this. And I was going to leave this cardboard down here, but I got enough room to walk around up here. I'm going to stick that cardboard. I'm going to treat the area underneath the stairs. And I'm going to go all the way down there to the back. That's why I've got that cardboard there. And see, there's some cardboard from before. And I'm going to put this other piece of cardboard down under there so I can get down there if I have to, on my knees or on my side or whatever, to spray under there. And then I'm going to come in here and spray here too, but I won't need any cardboard. That's just so that I can lay down on it or kneel on it or whatever. Okay? So that's it. Now I gotta get all my stuff back out of here and get ready for what I have to show you next. And what is the preview of the next video? Well, I'm gonna treat this stuff with this stuff that's up here on the deck. Okay, I don't know how much I'm gonna need. I got 5 gallons of stuff, and I got a Hudson sprayer. So I don't know. That's a 1 gallon or 2. It might be a 2 gallon or gallon and a half Hudson sprayer. It might be a 2 gallon. Looks like. I haven't used it yet. I'm kind of anxious to see how that works. Momi had that at her other place in Hawaii. We brought that here, and I'm hoping it's going to work, because if it doesn't, off to the store I go to get a new Hudson sprayer. And those Hudson sprayers, these things, they don't cost very much. Ooh, it's got something in it too. I'm going to have to dump that out because I have no idea. I have no idea what it is. I think it might just be water. But these Hudson sprayers, they don't last very long. The cheap ones, maybe they're 20 bucks or so. Use them a few times and don't get upset if they don't last forever. You know, if it happens to go 3 or 4 years and then it gets all plugged up, or the wand gets broken, or it stops pumping properly or something, yeah, okay, chuck it and go get another one. Okay, but so that's what I'm going to end up using on my next video of this video series. And once I get all done, let's say I was done right now, and I'm done for the day and stuff, I would take this piece of plywood and I'm going to put it right back up and screw it back in. When I cut it out, I cut it from the back side. So it's cut. It's all cut at an angle. At kind of a 45-degree angle, because when I cut it on the other side, I tried to get up as close to the 2x6 as I could, and I only had a 6-inch blade, so I had to put it in at an angle and run the blade out there. So this is cut at a 45. This is almost cut at a 45, and that's kind of slick. So that when I put this back, I don't need any backing behind this. I could just run the screw from this plywood all the way into the 2x6 at an angle, because this is already cut at an angle. You follow me? And when I cut it out, I was from the other side, and because I cut it at an angle and there was stucco on this side of the wall, I had to just cut it to the stucco, and then I had to take this and pull it that way, and it was really hard to do because this was cut at an angle and I'm pulling it through the opposite way. That's why this side cracked. This cracked a little bit as I took it out, and so did the other side, because I ended up just jerking it out that way, and then I cut all this stucco and cut it out. I even showed I think I even showed a video of that. Here's a piece that I took out, and I had to beat it out with a hammer and then cut it all the way around with my cutters, my electrical cutters, and have this hole. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to leave this like this, because we got critters around here. I don't want a bird to fly in here, or a mouse, a rat, raccoon climbing up the stairs from out there, dropping down in here, and all of a sudden going underneath the house and I don't know it. You know, so if you have anything like this and you're working, make sure you put this back. And if you cut this straight, let's say you cut it out straight, then you'd have to put a little scab on the side here and on the side there for backing, so that you can screw this plywood back in. But I would not leave this open to the elements, to outside. Okay, you don't want any critters of any sort climbing through this hole to get underneath your house. They could wreak havoc. You won't even know it. They could be in there snoozing, and you're boarding this thing up later for the next day. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so that's very important. I gotta remember to do that as well. Okay, so that's it for this time. That's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. Okay, now before this next time, this next video, I'm gonna have to suit up. Yeah.